Welcome back, everybody, to the XBA. We got XBA 2 playoffs here for you guys today, right ahead of the XBA draft for year 3. So if you guys are interested in the draft, make sure you're tuning in here at 8 o'clock tonight.
Yes, we're just showing off the awards right now. You had a couple guys. I saw Ralph Scamacci. Eli Hepner is the 6th man of the year, playing for an XBA 3 team. I'm sure he's going to latch on with one of these XBA 2 teams. Dennis Pavard was your defensive player of the year. He had 1.8 blocks per game. John Westbrook. I don't know that one.
Interesting name. He's making a name for himself.
Yeah. Those are the all-NBA teams. Wingate played 3/4 of the year in Alabama. You know, he was going up and down. He was going back and forth. But, yeah, so eventually he ended up in Jacksonville. Azari Woods is a guy that I got my eye on for next year. Charlie Crew is our dunk champion. Let's look at these standings here. Guys, we'll show the stats in a minute. So Cincinnati, Virginia, and Iowa. And then Atlantic City will be the 3 seed. They won, quote unquote, the Northeast Division. So they will be in the Final 4 of the Eastern Conference. We don't do a 16-team playoff in the XBA 2. It's an 8-game playoff. So.
Correct. So the first round of the playoffs is actually not being shown. So we take the top seed from the first round. You guys will see it. You'll see the bracket here a little bit later on. But in the Western Division, you saw the teams listed there. Go Oklahoma City.
You know, Albuquerque was really bad. I mean, you know, the XBA 3 this year, way more competitive. I think in year 2, we only had, I think, maybe one game where an XBA 3 team beat an XBA 2 team. And this year, I mean, I'm thinking we probably had about 30 or 35 or so. So maybe 40. I mean, the XBA 3 teams are a lot more competitive with a lot of guys like Raheem Akusi and those types of guys who are looking to latch on to an XBA 2 team next year. And I'm sure with, you know, maybe the older players getting flushed out, and there'll be a lot more jobs available for these guys. So I'm sure we will see them. So we're looking at the points leaders right now. And, you know, Mark Knott had a very good year. Knott was very good. I mean, of Alaska, I'm looking at Alaska. They lost a lot of guys off their bench to free agency. There's a chance Mark Knott starts the year with the big club this year. I think Remick will start with Wisconsin. Just my opinion. Thanos O'Neal, 12 point. I like that name. Thanos O'Neal. Just looking at a few more. Ferris Davidson was a guy.
One of my favorites, Sean Leonard from South Carolina. We saw him in a couple games in South Carolina in the XCA tournament in year 1. You got Dom Highland. So Dom Highland, a national champion from year 2.
Both
making
those
his
guys.
Presence felt on Virginia Voltage there. So, yeah, some pretty solid little contributor type of players. Ethan Boltz down there from Michigan. Michigan.
Stenmark was a guy that did not get drafted, so he ended up in XBA 3, but I think he could be a factor next year for an XBA 2 squad, no doubt about it. Same for Eli Hepner, going to latch on. Brian Banks, I think he might need another year of seasoning down there in Des Moines, just would be my guess. Tyus Knight should be ready to go. Tyus Knight played all year with Tampa Bay last year, but he didn't progress very much, so he's in Orlando. Brandon Pierce, very good year with Boise, and looking at a few more names. Going all the way down to 100, guys. We got a lot of names to see. Didier Hazard, okay. You got Lebowski at 10.6 a game. Fleck is a guy I got my eye on. Fleck
would be a solid addition.
He could be up with San Jose, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they lost Archdiakono, they lost Van Vliet, so there's a chance that they're going to be able to get those guys back, but odds are not in your favor. Yeah, Omar Jakonde for Alaska, you know, he's
another guy.
He actually takes a lot of 3-point shots in XBA 2. I don't know if that's something that Alaska said, hey, you got to work on this if you want to get up here with the big club. But,
could be.
Yeah. Okuntunde, you thinking about calling him up, you think?
Well, he's with New Orleans.
Okay.
Not with me. Buddy Scarborough, 9.7 per game. I saw him. Dort is a free agent. I think he's going to get a little bit of a bump because he's playing good in real life. You know, he always had that potential, and now it's coming to fruition here. Pluto Von Prado, there's our guy.
Jack Koppinen.
9.3.
There he is.
2.2 rebounds. Kai Bowman, very good too. Look at the rebound leaders. We're not going all the way down to 100 here, but Ronaldo Rizzo was the top guy. Ian Solomon was good. Scamacci was one of the best players overall in this league. Terrence Rex.
Yeah, it looks like Scamacci from Indiana is gonna latch on to an XBA 2 team this summer. That's for certain.
And we can't spell his name because it says Scum.
Yeah, they'll they'll take other things, but scum is bad.
They don't take scum. Hepner was one of the top rebounders as well. I know Bogdanovich was a custom guy. Gasol and Noah are hanging the cleats up. The sneakers up.
Ethan Parker.
Yeah.
Ethan Parker from Nebraska. So he's actually on Twitter. I don't know if he still watches. It's hard for you guys that have like XBA 2, XBA 3 players because we don't do a whole lot and we don't show that a whole lot.
Not as much as we'd like. So yeah, we advanced past the first round. That doesn't really exist. All the top seeds will advance. And that's what we got, guys. Cincinnati, Iowa. Virginia plays Atlantic City. OKC versus Central Cal. And Salt Lake City versus Boise. And I think this should be interesting. We're going to see a lot of those custom guys that are in this thing here. Owen Glenn is one of those guys.
Yep.
I know Malik Bishop.
There's been a lot of Owen Glenn talk on Twitter.
Gilbert Cooper. Jess Moore. Dylan Fleck. Lenny
Moore.
Hickle.
Yeah.
We're going to see some of those guys here today as we check out Central Cal United versus Oklahoma City.
Vinny Red Jones.
Yeah.
So the guys that you want to watch out for, of course, is the St. Louis Arrows. You want to watch out for Jess Moore and Vinny Red Jones.
Kansas City's got Ray Nadir and Calvin Klein.
Yep.
And they're playing together on the second unit. So you guys remember the XBA 2, basically the starters and the bench get roughly the same amount of minutes. There's really no favoritism one way or the other. Veteran,
right.
Young guy. No, the young guys get a little bit more playing time.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
A little bit more boost there, but here we got OKC, Central Cal. We got a 3-ball here. That's good.
PJ Dozier. Dozier's playing good in real life. He's getting minutes with the Nuggets, I noticed. So
must have been a long 2 actually. But
yeah.
Here's another. Might be a long 2. Nope, that's gonna be a 3-ball.
That'll be a 3-ball.
It's been a while since we commented some gameplay, so I gotta get back into this a little bit. Here is Maton.
I think.
Maton.
Here's Jordan McLaughlin's going to miss before the half. Central Cal's up 47-44. Let's take a look at the numbers there. Klein, he's just walking through the dancers.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's actually the leading point scorer right now.
And Fleck has 10 as well. We get still 49-47 here. Let's see if we get a 2-ball there, and that's good to go. Here's Costa Kufos.
Oh, working on Vinny Red Jones. They're going to kick it back to Wennington for 3. They're going to drill it here. OKC actually comes back by 1. Here's Vinny Red. Yeah, love me some Vinny Red Jones.
Let's see how he does here.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Don't flex to the line.
Paxton Holmes was an undrafted free agent, signed on with Central Cal as well.
There's
a nice assist. Yeah, time is winding down. Oklahoma City looking pretty good here, but Fleck is scoring. He's got a lot of size as a point guard.
Yep.
I saw that. He's listed at 6'10". Is that right?
Yeah, he was playing at Michigan, and he was a major factor in year 2's XBA little run for Michigan, and he's making a little run here for Central Cal. He's getting noticed, and 87-82, little rebound here for OKC, and the Buzzards have a chance here. They take the game over in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
They win it. 1 game to Zippo.
Paxton Holmes was all right. He had a few plays there as well. So I think a lot of these guys are probably going to play next year in XBA 2, but we'll see. I mean, somebody like Fleck might impress the big club enough to get the call. So we shall see. Now we are going to go to Virginia Beach, guys, the Circuit Center.
Ooh.
Atlantic City versus Virginia. Richard Kuntz in the starting lineup.
Circuit City.
How about Richard Kuntz?
I love Richard Kuntz. He's one of my favorites. He was a North Florida prospect, the center. He played his mid-range and long-range ability. Not what you see normally from a center, but he's got it going on here. But let's get into the game.
Remember Gold?
Danny Gold from North Carolina. Yeah, I don't know how. I just remember these guys. It's just really, really strange. 39 points for Atlantic City until we jump ahead a little bit. They're starting to take control of the game here. 44-36. Now here's Owen Glenn. He's taking a 3-ball shot. Gonna miss.
Oh.
But look, we got a rebound, and then they can't cash in. Atlantic City fires up a 3 at the end of the half. They can't get it to go. Owen Glenn, we're hearing a lot of stuff from your agent, man. What's going on?
Well, let's see if he can hit this shot. He does. There you go.
Okay.
We got a Glenn highlight in there. 3-ball for Atlantic City. Good. Atlantic City's an interesting team because they probably shouldn't even be here right now. Because I'll tell you what, Orlando and Alabama finished 1 game better than them in the standings. But the action, get the nod. they get the higher seed by virtue of winning their underperforming division against Hartford and Ottawa. Let's just say that. But Atlantic City takes game 1, so that's a big opening win here for the Action. Let's see the stats. Dom Highland and Matoglu were the leading scorers. Glenn had 11.
He had 11 in 6 minutes.
How about that?
So that's actually very, very efficient. So congrats to him. Malik Bishop, 5 minutes, 6 points. I'm looking at Malik Bishop from Auburn, but love that player.
Kuntz and Koya did not score for Atlantic City.
Not good. Not good.
All right, now let's check out Salt Lake and Boise. Theo Dawkins and Rennie Ryder in the starting lineup for Salt Lake.
Marcus Smith.
Yep, and we have Chakande and Julian Daniel in the starting lineup for the Rams. And somebody that really wants out of XBA is Pat Connaughton, let me tell you that. 75 overall entering the year. And he took umbrage with that. The California Dragons called up Giovanni Coxum, who starred for Boise last year. And they said, we don't need that extra shooting guard. So, Pat, why don't you stay toasty down there in Boise? And, I mean, he has. He's been playing pretty good. Marcus Smith with a miss.
It's all relative.
Yeah.
Competition is probably not as good, and Connaughton should be one of the stars here in XBA too. But, hey, Action, 50-48, 46.
It's a little hard to see.
Yeah, we need
I keep forgetting to fix that.
I know, it's tough. It's tough. But we got Chakande being a beast down low. He's going to get 2. We got Theo Dawkins down here hitting more shots. I love this guy, dude. Theo Dawkins from Chico State.
Chico State. Yeah, I don't know if his overall is going to get high enough for him to go, but here's Chakande. Look at that shot.
I mean, the guy can hit the 3-ball. Remember, we were talking about it. They want him to hit threes. I think that Alaska, the coaching staff, the franchise is like, dude, we know that you're a beast down low, but, I mean, could you imagine if you start hitting 3 balls?
Yeah.
You're going to be something special.
You're going to be the next Embiid. Is that what they're telling him?
Probably.
There was Pierce with a 2. There's Chakande again attacking the rebound. Let's see if they go back inside to him. I thought they might have had him. 84-75, I want to say. So it looks like the Rams are in control of this game. Here's Evans for 2.
Yep, that's a nice shot.
He'll score it.
Good shot.
And look at that.
Chakande with more blocks. Like, dude, he's so pumped up, man. I like Omar Chakande, but I wish that he wasn't with Alaska.
Alaska could have taken him on this year, but just not enough room on the roster. They had Dwight Powell and Apollo Steele at that backup position, so figured maybe Chakande better served this year playing in Boise. Maybe he could.
3 of 6 for 3 land.
How
was
about
16 points.
He's got some skill, man. He can do that. So let's check out the Iowa Monks versus the defending champion Cincinnati Chili Dogs. Cincinnati is a little bit different this year, but overall, I mean, the starting unit's pretty close to the same. You had Frazier Jr., Holiday's playing with Cincinnati this year, and Quinn Cook is with Cincy as well. So not a ton of turnover. The second unit for Cincinnati, you got Von Prado, you got Swain. There's Gilbert Cooper going to the lane.
Virginia. That's an old school name. Year 1, I believe. Year 1 or year 2 prospect from Virginia.
Yeah, and there he is again, with 3. Also, Langston Hartley and Ammon Tucker with that second group. There's Tony Bradley, big block. Tony Bradley's going to be able to be a free agent this year. He might latch on, with a big club. He's good enough. And might get out of Iowa. Here's Von Prado for 3.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. Pluto Von Prado.
Yeah,
where he went to school. Was it
Notre Dame?
Notre Dame, yeah.
Yeah, no, he was kind of a little bit of a disappointment when we saw the overall because Kentucky took him with the hopes that he could be a good backup power forward for Anthony Davis. And then we saw the overall and we're like, whoa, he was a 70, I think, or 69. So, Pluto's got some room to grow. But right now, it looks like the Monks might take this opener as we get a 3-ball there. I saw Troy Copain was heating up here for Iowa. And there's going to be another 2-ball. So the Monks are going to win 98-90.
It's a good win for Iowa. Now, this is a team that we don't really know a whole lot about, but we did see, and I think that's for good reason, as you guys saw that a lot of the custom prospects were in that starting lineup for the Iowa Monks. Last season, we didn't see a whole lot of them either in gameplay, and we didn't really remember a whole lot of what they offered. But
Brian Banks.
We got Dort, Cooper had some shots. Yeah, it's a solid squad there. But as you guys know, for the playoffs in XBA 2, we like to simulate all the way.
Yep.
Up until game 5.
No, first round we are simulating the entire thing, guys. So you guys saw the winners there. So Boise and Iowa ended up losing their series. So we're gonna get into round 2, guys. But it's good to see all of the teams, so you guys can see how the customs are doing. So
yeah, just get really a brief idea of how they're doing. But we're not gonna spend too much time on round 1.
Yeah,
we're gonna go to round 2. 1v2, Salt Lake City, Oklahoma City, and then Cincinnati, Atlantic City.
You know, Iowa a little disappointing to me. You know, they dropped 4 games out of 5 here.
Did I say Oklahoma City?
You might have.
Oklahoma City.
That might work. It might work. Central Cal got swept. And then Atlantic City winning in 7. So the team that's not even supposed to be in the playoffs, in my opinion.
They're the New York Giants of 2008.
There you go. And it does say they play in East Rutherford, but it should be Atlantic City. These are very different places. We're going to go to the Cincy Kitchen, though, here to start things off. Looking like a pretty good matchup. 24-23 right now. There's Pluto again with a 2. He's getting some highlights in it.
He's working. Gold. He's working. But, you know, Max Swain giving up the 2 ball there to Danny Gold.
There's Langston Hartley for 3.
A lot of these guys, you know, like Danny Gold, didn't have a whole lot of success at North Carolina from gameplay perspective, but down in XBA 2, now that he's getting more pro coaching, he seems to be coming into a player all his own.
Yeah, that coaching's gonna matter. It's paying off right now. 76-76 right now. Let's see if Kai Bowman can get something going here. Kai Bowman, I think, probably gonna find a major club to latch onto. No XBA 2.
Kuntz, drive, baby. You know you can drive. Drive is the big man. Get the shot off. Oh, the green. This is exactly what he did in Northern Florida. I love it. I love it. Richard Kuntz.
Almost got a steal, too, but Frazier scores.
Frazier's he's really good. You know, Columbus is going to love getting Frazier onto that roster with Colvin now that they've, you know, lost Derek White to free agency.
Yeah.
They're gonna be pretty solid. But we got a pretty close game here, guys. 20 seconds left. 88-88. We got Frazier in the corner. No good. Atlantic City call timeout. Here's a deep ball shot. No good. We're going to overtime.
All right.
In game 1.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be close, man. The XBA 2 is just like the XBA. Everything's close. Unless you're playing an XBA 3 team.
Yes, then you can blow somebody out.
It's usually the case. Oh, we get a turnover.
No, what are you doing?
Finney Smith is going to take this one. I think he's going to make it.
3 points.
All the way. 101-98 right now. Chili Dogs calling timeout. Atlantic City's feeling pretty good. Kind of a chucked up 3 there. And Muscala gets the rebound. So it looks like Atlantic City's going to win this one, guys. Yep. Time winding, though, and they didn't really work for a good shot. So Cincinnati's got a chance.
Oh my gosh.
See it.
Here we go. Frazier missed. Atlantic City is going to get the W.
101-98.
You know, if I'm Cincinnati, if I'm Atlantic City, I'm not allowing Cincinnati to try to get that last second shot. Like, I would have tried to work something down low, get a higher percentage shot, extend the lead out. Yeah, just try to get an easier 2. I don't know why you'd trap for 3, but let's move on to the west side of things. Oklahoma City against Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good matchup, man. I love these colors. Maybe I'm just a blue fan. I don't know, but these this jersey matchup is just really cool to me. 28-28. It's a tie game until this 3 ball is gonna go.
It's Wayne Selden. Here's Marcus Smith, and he's gonna score inside.
Now he's Russian. Believe it or not. He's Russian.
Is he like? How does that work? His name's Marcus Smith.
I went over it in year 1's draft class, and I was really concerned by the story.
Okay.
I had to fill in some holes because whoever submitted it, it was very confusing.
How about Nadir's leading scorer with 11 points?
Also from Michigan.
Yeah. You know, Michigan is killing it here in XBA 2, I feel like. Here's Nadir for 3. Assist from Klein.
You know, for as far as St. Louis goes, I wish we had Raiden Deer in our back pocket. But, of course, Kansas City. It's a Kansas City product.
You got that guy. Jess Moore.
Yeah, Jess Moore's pretty solid, too.
Oh, stolen.
Yeah, not good. Not good. But Vinny Red Jones, not going to play any good defense there. That's got to be worked on here next season. Theo Dawkins firing up the 2. He's got that to go.
All right. It's going to be a close one here with 40 seconds left. We get Dozier. Foot was inside the line.
Dude, Dozier's solid.
No, they're going to say he's shot a 3. There's no way. Dawkins will miss. And Martin's going to rebound. Vinny Red Jones going to the line.
Got to hit your free throws, though. That's the big thing. Hit your free throws.
He'd be perfect in St. Louis.
Is that an Austin Rivers slight? That cost us the freaking
I remember.
championship, man. He's going to hit this one, though. So a 3-point game now, 81-84.
Marcus Smith.
Last second shot. Are you going to go to Dawkins? Yes. No. Good. Dawkins misses the shot. Oklahoma City will get the ball back.
There you go. OKC gets the win in game number 1. Buzzards looking unstoppable here so far. They are 5-0 in the early going. Dawkins had 23, though. Jimmer chipped in with 10. Not going to be enough, though. Nadir's been killing it, though, in with that second squad there. So we are going to simulate up through game 5 no matter what. And whatever happens, happens.
Oh, baby.
And it looks like the Buzzards are going to win. So
Woohoo!
Oklahoma City is in the championship round. They are 8-1 so far. Let's just take a look at the box scores here. This was game 5. Nadir was the top scorer. Vinny Red Jones, 10-5. So Troy Williams scoring a lot here. We're going to game 2. Game 3, Theo Dawkins was good. 110-91, though, was your final score. Niang this time came alive. Klein's been playing good, too, I noticed. Nadir again.
Man. Game 4 really was offensive. That was a firepower game for Oklahoma City there. But Marcus Smith got 21, too. Theo, 17. But they just couldn't hang, man. Between Jess Moore, Vinny Red, Calvin Klein.
Yep. Langston
Dozier.
Hartley, 15 in this one. Wanamaker could probably get more minutes. He's not that good in this with this roster, though. Wanamaker, I think, is a 72 and declining.
Malik Bishop has
Bishop
0
was not
points.
good.
But he came back here in game 3, got 12, so that's solid. Danny Gold with 12 as well. Frazier was 16 and 11. He's got to get the call up. He's got to get called up.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of room for him at Columbus with their starting, maybe 10 deep. Just a small forward position for Columbus is pretty strong, but yeah, I'm sure he will get the call. Kuntz 2 for 14 in this one, but they win anyway. So guys, we're gonna check out game number 6 for Atlantic City, but that's what we got right now. Buzzards are in the lead, so we are gonna get this one started in the 3rd quarter. Cincinnati already has a healthy lead. Kai Bowman.
Oh, nice little spin move. That's a pretty clutch shot, man. 62-58, and Pluto Von Prada with the nice rebound, dude. Like, I want to see him score after this. Nice, and then he draws the foul. So a rebound, offensive rebound, gets the 2 and the foul. That's pretty valuable.
Yeah. Check out
nice
this
pass.
to Kuntz.
Oh,
Come on.
Codes, wake up.
That's going to hurt, guys. 3.5 minutes left, roughly. 81-75 game. Holiday is looking.
He's resetting the offense here. Mozgov in the corner, back out to Cook.
I feel like Kuntz, man, could have made that play. He had it right there under the basket, but look at Holiday with the huge dunk there. It's going to be 88-77, and then Frazier. That'll be a 3-ball. No, 2-ball. Long 2, 93-85. Cincinnati's going to force a game 7 and give me another game to add it. So we'll see what happens here. Game number
Cincy.
7, Atlantic City again. Gonna get tested. So we see the box score there. Pluto was really good in this one. He had 3 3-pointers. So let's get it going, guys. Game 7 here in the 1st. Kuntz going to the line. Drew the foul. Look at that shot. That's gonna be Frazier again.
He's just automatic, man. He's automatic.
Yep. Green's gonna hit a 3-ball. So we're going back and forth here in the early going. Swain gonna have a nice little turnaround shot. Muscala beats Von Prado inside. We got a 3-ball there. That's Duval. 4-3, Trevon Duval. So 44-38. Right now, Atlantic City has the lead.
So the team that's not technically supposed to be in the playoffs are beating the champions from last season, and they're beating them pretty good here right now. It's 93-87, so Cincinnati will make a little mini comeback here. It's a 6-point game, but the action will hit both free throws. Here's a pass outside from Mozgov. It's a Holiday. He's got moves. You're going to kick it back out. They're going to hit the 3-ball. That's quick. That's Quinn Cook, 95-90. 2-ball. Good little drive there for Atlantic City. Now pass to Finney Smith. Back out to Kuntz. Muscala. Bowman.
Got it. That was a great series right there. Maybe had the 2-look, but they get an extra point out of it, and then Frazier's not going to hit for the Chili Dogs. You don't often say that, but it didn't work for Cincinnati, so no repeat for the Chili Dogs.
Well, congratulations to the action. They definitely gave us a lot of action to edit. You had to edit. I had nothing to do with it. I just watched the game.
Yeah, well, it's one of the not as popular XBA 2 teams, Atlantic City.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of love. I see people talking about the Red Bellies. The Shakers get a lot of,
the Chili Dogs.
Virginia, Orlando, Tucson, even. But, Atlantic City.
You didn't mention the Buzzards.
Well, the Buzzards are like in the mid-tier. I don't know. I don't think a ton of people love Oklahoma City, but they have a little bit of a following. Tiny following.
Tiny following.
All right. Muscala opens it up with a 2. So let's see if Oklahoma City responds.
Yeah,
more.
You know who I'm rooting for.
Look at that.
Malik Bishop with this huge dunk. He did this so many times at Auburn. I love the player, man. I hope that he does well here down at XBA 2, and I don't remember who drafted him. Was it Washington?
Well, it's Baltimore or Philly. So check our XBA 2 roster.
Must have been Philly then. It was Philly. It was a Philly pick. 48-46 game, very, very close. Atlantic City is still on that hot streak, though. They will get up on us by 2. Here's Vinny Red Jones with the 2 and the foul, and I love the fire. I love the fire from Vinny Red Jones. He's a solid player, man. We take the lead on that. 83-79. Here's a 2-ball. That's going to cut the lead down. Here's Dozier, who's been hot. He's been hot ever since year 2 of this XBA 2. Williams gets the 3 with 29.4, and that should do it. That should put it away.
Bowman can set something up. Muscala's going to get the green.
Get out of here.
Like Muscala.
Get out of here.
But Vinny Red Jones back at the line. Gets 1.
Oh, God.
Only 1.
Oh, God.
Kai Bowman can tie it.
Don't you dare.
Not going to happen. Woo. All right, 91-88. Oklahoma City takes the first game.
We'll survive.
All right, and we are going to simulate again. See what happens.
We're not going to simulate the whole thing.
Not the whole thing, but how about 25 for Vinny?
Yeah, so
5 from 5.
I hope the progression is there for Vinny Red Jones, because we might need a player like that. We'll see what the progression is later on, but let's go ahead and simulate the rest of a couple games at least.
Yes.
Couple games.
Let's see what we got. 2-2.
2-2. We start game 5.
All right. I think I screwed this up a little bit. I was trying to simulate this game. We're simulating game 5. I just wanted you guys to see everything. And I passed the simulate game. I went to simulate round.
Simulate the round.
And pressed B really quick because I didn't see it.
Vinny Red in game 5 gets 24.
24 points.
Jess Moore with 14. Love it.
114-91. Oklahoma City did really good there. And game 2, Kuntz chipped in. How about Kuntz in game 2? Klein had 20 here. So we're getting some good results from some of these guys. Kuntz 9-4. I'm interested in Rashard Kuntz. I just like the name. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do if he can get to the XBA.
How can you not like a big guy from a small school that just has such an offensive game like Rashard Kuntz?
Yeah.
He's not your prototypical big man. That's why I like him.
Yeah, you're right. So we're going to open here. This will be game number 6. It's going to be at Atlantic City, so all the way back in New Jersey.
Sir?
Yes.
How dare you?
What?
You make us wear our gold uniforms on a chance to win the whole championship for the XBA 2?
Why not?
They're ugly as all get out.
You don't like these?
I want the blue ones.
All right. Troy Williams for 3. Here's gold for long 2 right before the half. Oklahoma City's up by 7. So Troy Williams has 13 points.
Hitting 50% not bad. 20 rebounds, that's about the same. That's a really nice pass. I didn't get the name on who made that pass all the way up court, but that's a really nice move on Atlantic City's part. Here's a 3-ball, good.
Pinson.
3-point game, and I don't know what Vinny Red was doing there. He slipped. But that's,
terrible defense.
That's going to cause another 3-ball for Atlantic City. Now here's Georges Niang getting the dunk. Here's Muscala for 3. He can hit him, and he does right there. So Atlantic City takes the lead here, 69-66. 2-ball, good off the glass. 1 minute 37 seconds, and in the corner, Finney Smith hits the 3. 82-75. Vinny Red Jones, no good. And that is your final score. So, hey, thanks. The gold uniforms. That's what cost us.
I guess that's, that was what happened.
It's cost us.
Kai Bowman, your leading scorer. Williams and Dozier, no surprise there. Let's get Game 7 underway, guys. Again.
Home court advantage.
Now, I'm pretty sure, did the Rams and Chili Dogs play 7 games last
I think they did.
Every freaking championship round has gone 7 games. 5 for 5.
It might be a 2K.
Check this out.
Look at this. Well, what is this guy? Gabriel.
Went in Gabriel.
I want to know who he is in real life, and I want to watch him in real life. I want to watch if they've got him correct in 2K, because that was absolutely terrible. He had no idea where he was.
I know. Well, Bishop just took him to school.
Either that, or he just lost it.
Yeah.
He had a stroke.
I don't know.
Mid-game.
You know, Klein is actually playing a little bit of center for Oklahoma City because he's got a bit of size. I think he's 6'9", and Oklahoma City's got Blossom Game and Martin and Gabriel. They're all like power forwards. So Klein is like he's chipping in at center. Says ever since Ike Anigbogu got called up, they don't have a center. They don't have a true center.
True.
But it's not really mattering right now for the Buzzards.
No.
So dominating here. Let's see if Atlantic City can get a comeback, though.
Just building on that point, the parent club can do whatever it wants to. So you might be having a successful season down in XBA 2, but then it's like, nah, come on.
Yeah, well, you know why Moore and Red Jones are starting? Because you got Jordan Bone and EJ Sanders. They started the year with Bone, Sanders, and Ike in the starting lineup, and they all got called up to the XBA. So Oklahoma has to do this without their 3 best players, and so far it looks like they might get the job done. Kuntz had an off-ball foul, and it's just not looking like it will be happening for them.
Jess Moore hit that contested 2, then we get a 3-ball, and that is gonna do it. Oklahoma City, they've been playing their whole lives for this.
Yeah, look at Joe.
And they did it. He's crying on the court. He won an XBA 2 championship.
Yeah, I think that's Troy Williams. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, you know, for a lot of these players, this will be the pinnacle of their career. It will be the pinnacle. Jess Moore was your MVP.
Yeah, he had 9.4 points per game, had a lot of assists as well. So I like what I'm seeing out of Jess Moore. I'm especially liking what I saw out of Vinny Red Jones. But the action, they played really, really well, man. They played in 7 games in each and every series they played in.
21 games. How about that?
It's a lot. It's a lot. So, congrats to the Oklahoma City Buzzards.
Congrats to the Arrows and the Stampede.
Yes. Very good organizations. Cough, cough. Nudge, nudge. Can't wait
Especially to see... Kansas City.
Can't wait to see Jacksonville or Alabama Red Bellies in there.
You know, we should have been in there instead of...
There's a lot of bad drafts going on over there.
We should have been in instead of Atlantic City in the first place. But we stuck to the seeding.
Yep. All right, well, guys, that's it. Want to leave you off with some news about the draft before you guys go into the draft tonight at 8 p.m. live stream. You guys will be able to vote on each and every pick in the first round. Second round, we will be making the selections for teams, and then we'll go from there. But news-worthy stuff. If you guys are not on XBA Twitter, make sure that you know this fact. CJ Thomas does not want to play for the Washington Founders. And neither does Mondre Rhymes-Porter. They want nothing to do with Adesik Sobchak being hired from UCLA. Obviously, if you've been following that story along, UCLA was in a little bit of a scandal with Sobchak being the coach. And, you know, these rookies don't want anything to do with a coach that might be a little bit shady. So, big news. Does that mean Frazier's going number 1? Very, very possibly. So we will see you in the draft tonight, guys. Leave a like if you like this thing. Let us know what you thought about the XBA 2 playoffs. What players really caught your eye? I'd love to know. And what do you think? What do you think about Vinny Red Jones? Do you think he's getting call up for St. Louis?
No.
What do you think?
Like 65.
What do you think about Melvin Frazier? Let us know in the comment section what players you liked. I'm anxious to know that, guys. We'll see you in the draft. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.